is back.
There are so many amazing works of art at this place.
Yeah, there sure are. It is the Celebration of Fine Arts Festival. It's kicking off today.
Yeah, Tom Ferguson live in Scottsdale. And Tom, you can't walk through that place and think, wow, there are some amazing artists who have arrived here in the Valley for the next couple of months.
Yeah, I'm in awe every time I come through here. I think what's cool is you get to actually ask them, how did you make that? Because sometimes they blow you away. But look who I have, my buddy Susan Pouget, who's the curator and the director of the whole show. Susan, how many years have we been coming out here now?
I would say this is our 33rd year and almost every year since we started.
Yeah, it's always great to see you. We'll have Juan pan around. Look at how beautiful some of this artwork is. I'm in awe every time. It must be hard as a curator to decide who's coming to the show.
Well, that's my job though, so I work really hard at it, and what we are looking for is high quality, high standard artists and also a great variety. So your people can come out here and enjoy paintings and sculpture and wood turnings.
Yeah. This is Bryce Pettit's, which is amazing. Again, Bryce will be here, and you can talk to him.
Yes, and he's here sculpting every day, and he makes these beautiful things. And some of these are made into monuments that are placed throughout the country in various places.
Is that right, like a big public art piece?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's got probably 8-10 big public art pieces around the country.
Very
cool.
cool.
A lot of artists do that, and then I've learned more about animals from my sculptors than. Well, even though I worked at the zoo.
Even though you worked at a zoo.
My first job. But, I've learned a lot from my artists, and that's what we're here for, is to educate people and help them discover all the intricacies that go into art. And
and speaking of intricacies in art, this is Dave Barkby's Woodworks. Dave, where are you from?
I'm out of Dover, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. What got you started in working with pieces of wood and carving them like this? Because they are absolutely spectacular.
Well, I've been making a living in woodworking now for 41 years. Started at 17 in a kitchen cabinet shop, opened up my own cabinet shop shortly after that.
Were you making ashtrays or something when you were a young guy? All that woodwork stuff. Come on over here and show everybody how you're, the process of what you do, because it's really fascinating.
Well, thank you. This here is my lathe. I do them up to 10 feet in diameter. This is actually a satellite piece I did. It's 6 separate pieces. Mounted on a faceplate and turned as one, so that actually hangs just how you see it with the wall showing through those areas.
That's amazing. Dave, I'm so glad you're in town. Folks, if you want to come see Dave, you can see him here. All right, Susan, let's give everybody the nuts and bolts, and we'll let Juan walk down and show everybody's work, like Marie McCullum's, which is amazing. Give everybody the hours. I love how you buy a ticket and you have a pass for the whole time.
it's a one-time ticket price of $10, $8 for seniors and military. We're open every single day, rain or shine, Monday through Sunday. That's 7 days a week, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. until March 26th. So you can come in and get that pass and come back every day if you want. We also have a great cafe on site, so you can grab a bite to eat, have a little, wet your whistle a little bit.
We'll give you guys some more details to show you some more artists. I'm going to be here all morning. We'll see you again at 8:40.
All right, Tommy, love it. Love those shots of the cactus. Look at those beautiful blossoms. And a lot of times, I believe Tom mentioned it, but you can actually see the artists at work while you're walking through.
AZAM is back.
Well, the Celebration of Fine Arts Festival kicks off today in Scottsdale.
Yeah, Tom is live there with a hot cup of joe and some amazing artistes doing working their magic, right, Tom?
Yeah, you guys, I love this. So this is Ray Tigerman's spot, and he'll actually be sitting here. You can visit with him. And I was asking Susan, how's he creating his paintings? This is all about that.
Palette brush, or palette knife, not a brush. He uses a thick acrylic paint, and he lays it on using a palette knife for this texture, and then he can go back in and make the lines. So let's go.
And he can get rid of my initials that I put on there
we
so people don't think it's
initials.
mine.
So
Here's a
this is
great
how
example.
we
It's almost like 3D.
It's like frosting on a cake, only it's acrylic paint. And he uses the vibrant colors representing the Native American culture. And every painting has a story. Everything in this tent has a story to it. And Ray's a great storyteller, so when you come, be sure to check in with him.
I love it. As we make our way around, I think one of the things people don't realize is that there are a lot of jewelry makers out here. But also, I've got Sarah Pittman with me. How are you? Pippin, I'm sorry. Sarah, good to see you. I love your work. Pretty good size to smaller. What makes you decide I should make a big bomber out of that one, a smaller one out of this one?
Well, I often do a small piece to test an idea for a large piece.
Okay.
But the subjects often lend themselves to a particular size. So the smaller pieces, especially the still life, I like to keep the apples and the smaller things in scale. And there's something really lovely about, well, we say this when in regular speech, right? We say, oh, this is our little darling, or we use diminutives about things we love.
Sure.
So I think that helps with a small piece as well.
Susan Phippen, everybody. Come on out and see her work. We're going to wake our way down here. Oh, Sarah. You're Susan, she's Sarah. Hey, but as we make our way down here, tell everybody how many artists you have.
Okay, so we have 88 artists with us this year, 7 of which are brand new. And what we look for is just really high quality and wonderful human beings like Judith Dickinson, who we're about to meet.
Yes, Celeste, you recognize this lady?
Yes, my
Judith,
friend Celeste.
Judith Dickinson. Tell everybody what you did with Celeste.
Yes, I do.
Celeste and I painted. We actually did 2 African children with gold leafing. So she was amazing.
Is she all 10 thumbs, or can she really paint?
She can really paint.
So
she did a great
sweet.
job.
What do you love about this show, Judith?
Oh, I learned so much here. I was telling Susan, with 3 months, it can be really hard, but you are just learning from other artists, from the people that visit your site, and it's really a great experience.
I love it, Judith. That's so great. We'll have to get you and Celeste back together again. Take a look at some of this art. I love this, Judith, by the way. This is so pretty. Really quick, where were you when you captured this?
We work in Uganda and Rwanda, so those are children greeting my husband as he's arriving.
Yeah, well, say hello to Celeste one last time.
Okay.
Yeah, Judith is out here. You want to come out and say hello to your buddy? She's here, Celeste. Yeah. We'll have more coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. They're open every day from 10 to 6. We're on the southwest corner of Hayden and the 101, the celebration of fine art.
Aw, give Judith a big hug for me. She was so great. I'll have to make a trip out there.
It looks like a photograph.
Cool.
Her paintings look like a photograph. It's insane.
Every single one.
Wow.
Great.
Well, the Celebration of Fine Arts Festival kicks off today. So Tom has been live in Scottsdale all morning long.
He has. Yeah, it's beautiful out there, and all those beautiful
guys.
works of art. Hey, Tommy.
Yeah, and we're in a tent, so we're not getting rained on, which is even more beautiful. But hey, they have a store here actually, and I found this beautiful print. There you are, Celeste, and here's Ty, and then I think this was Hooner. But they have hats and all kinds of fun stuff. But the curator, Susan Pouget, is our friend from years and years and years that we've been out here. Susan, first of all, tell everybody they can actually go online to meet some of these artists, can't they?
Absolutely. We have a lovely website, celebrateart.com. And they'll see the artists that are participating in the show. And we also have an online marketplace. So if you can't get here, you can still connect yourself with art.
And you've got a magazine that you put on?
And you can find the PDF copy of our beautiful Art Connection. This was coming out 4 times a year.
All right, well, I'm going to start saying hello to some of the artists. Give me your name and tell me what your artwork is.
Howdy, Ryan T. Schmidt, and do stainless steel sculpture.
So take a look at that sculpture up there, you guys. That's Ryan's work. Ryan, that is spectacular. I like how everybody goes by every now and then and just kind of pushes it around so it spins. That's cool. Give me your name and tell me what you work with.
I'm Alan Smith, do turned wood bowls and hollow forms.
Very beautiful, Alan. And your name?
It's Gabriel Sandoval, and it's made by my wife Veronica Sandoval and me.
Gabriel, that is absolutely beautiful. We were talking about how he does that, and that's one thing you'll have to come out here to say hello. Give me your name and tell me what you do.
Howdy, Chad Leesky, silversmith out of Los Angeles.
Oh, there you go. I met Chad's mom out in the parking lot. She's from Minnesota, eh? She's down here in the sun. It was nice to say hello. Give me your name and tell me what you're working.
Kathleen Hope, and my work is cement, mixed media on wood panel.
Yeah, very cool.
And I'm from Minnesota too.
Oh, geez, you don't say.
Originally.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm from Chicago. I'm not too far from that there. Give me your name and tell me what you're working.
Hi, I'm Becky Pasha, and I'm an oil painter.
Oh, very nice, Becky. And what do you have here? This is really cool.
Sunday Rupert, and it's sculptural felt.
I don't know if I like that more than your glasses, but either way, it's a good look.
Thank you.
That's what I love about all these artists. They're so creative. Give me your name and tell me what you're working.
Shari Lyon. I paint with beeswax and a torch.
Yeah, very good. Who knew beeswax could do that? And a torch. That's really cool. Now, Judith, we met you earlier. Who's this a picture of?
This is John Linton. He's a photographer here in the show.
Yeah, very cool, Judith. Always great to see you.
Lauren Skyhorse and my wife and I, Lisa, have done leather work for 50 years. Principally saddles, but we do all kinds of artwork in leather as well. This happens to be a small display piece for like a desk or a bar.
Absolutely beautiful, so intricate. And we met you earlier again. Sarah, how are you?
I'm fine, and I paint the American West as it still thrives in lots of corners of the USA.
I love that reflection there. Say your name, because you know I botched it the last time we were together.
Sarah Phippen.
There you go, Sarah Phippen. Look them up online. And tell me your name and what you have here.
Carolyn Thome, and I have a creepy baby doll head photograph.
Yeah, very cool. And your name?
Tammy Tappan, contemporary equestrian art.
Very cool. I got about 15 seconds left.
Hey, Trevor Swanson, Phoenix, Arizona. I do oil and patina on metal.
Very good, Ann.
Ted Nuttall, I paint people in watercolor.
There you go. The celebration of fine art, you guys, up at Hayden and the 101. It'll go all the way through March 26th.